Felicity Huffman is here. She's appearing locally on stage in The Anarchist, and she co-stars on the drama The American Crime, the John Ridley series, as the mother of a murder victim who's not happy with how his accused killer's case is being prosecuted.
My son was 32. He took away 40 years of his life, 50 years. That man who killed him deserves to die.
I understand your feelings, Miss
You
Hanlon.
offer up this deal, and you understand how I feel?
In the time since your son was killed, we've had 8 more murders in the county.
Are you too busy to prosecute the case?
We prosecute cases we can win. What we have against Nix is circumstantial.
No, it's
If we can
not.
get a deal instead of a jury trial, we'll all be better for it.
Always. You have the gun now.
What we have is one witness that can tie the gun to Carter Nix. Having the gun gives us leverage in reaching an agreement.
This Felicity, it's hard to watch and not watch. It's just everything because it's so dark and so gritty. And you are a mom who is out for justice.
Yes, I think you have to remember with American Crime, particularly with that character, that her motives are noble. She wants to be a good mother. How it manifests
In sometimes
is questionable.
Racist ways.
Yes, I'm not sure you'd want to have dinner with her, but
you're
she's
saying
trying to do her best.
The underlying motivation
Yes.
is good.
Yes, the underlying motivation is good. She's the only way she can take care of her son, who happens to be dead, is by getting justice, and that is what she's going after.
And this series certainly talks about justice. It talks about race. It talks about how America functions and doesn't function.
And addiction as well, all thrown in there.
Sure, and also, you know, it's American crime. It's not just the crime of the murder or how it unfolds, but also the crime of racism and bigotry.
I read someplace that you and Timothy Hutton, who plays your ex-husband, who you had a lot of problems with, obviously, in your marriage. You guys, did you really not talk, or did people think you didn't like each other?
Well, it was so difficult. The part was difficult, and I actually had to really concentrate. So I wasn't sort of being method, although why should I be embarrassed about that? But I literally couldn't talk to anybody before I shot. So no, we didn't. And yes, the DP thought we hated each other until about episode 7 because he never saw us interact.
Had the DP never worked with actors before?
No, the DP has worked with wonderful actors,
Okay.
but maybe just Tim and I gave off extra sort of antagonism.
Yeah. All right, so that's one aspect of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about what you're doing live theater right now, The Anarchist, David Mamet. Doing Mamet is not easy. Some actors can really do it, and some can't ever do it.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to say, a while ago I said, friends don't let friends do theater. But this play has turned it around, although it's the most difficult play I think I've ever done. And I was talking to Rebecca Pidgeon, the wonderful actress and musician who I'm doing it with.
Who's married to David Mamet.
Who's married to David Mamet and a powerhouse herself. We were both saying it's the most difficult play we've ever done. And we've done other Mamet plays together.
And you've done him before, so.
Yeah.
Well, you come from the Mamet world. Your husband is the maybe foremost Mamet, William H. Macy.
Yeah.
He's been doing that forever, right?
He has. And this play was on Broadway for a short time. It closed early, and David called me up and said, you know, hey, Flix, you want to do this play for a couple weeks? And I said, yeah, sure, I'd love to. Cut to 3 months later, because it took us so long to rehearse it to figure out how to do it. And it's a wonderful night at the theater, I have to say. It's very fast. It's about an hour and 5 minutes. And the audience afterwards says, oh, I wanted it to go for another hour. Oh, I was ready. I wanted it to keep going. Yeah, which is what you want.
That's the best compliment you could have. When I don't know this play, but I know a lot of Mamet plays.
But you're going to come, right?
Oh, I'm on my way right now. Let me check, please.
Get his car.
The mastery of the dialogue can be very, very difficult because there's a rhythm and there's a timing, and if you don't hit it right, it just doesn't work. So when you're doing this, are you totally immersed, or is there part of you standing outside saying, hit this line, hit this moment?
Well, it's interesting. I think with any play that's truly brilliant, you need about 3 months, to tell you the truth, before it actually really gets in your body, and then you can kind of let go and just concentrate on the other person. So yes, right now I'm still sort of, Rebecca and I also often say, it's like we're tied and we're on a mountain cliff and someone falls off and we go, don't worry, I got you, and we bring them back up, and then there they are, and then the other person falls off.
That's a nice way to put it, because oftentimes one person goes, the other goes too.
On top of, yeah.
That hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
You know, you mentioned your husband, William H. Macy. You guys do everything wrong in that you actually work together, and you guys you've lasted all these years. Like as Steve would say, this is unheard of in Hollywood. 17 years.
It's against the laws, against the regulations.
It's not allowed, right?
In dog years, it's like 100 years. I love working with him. You know, whenever you work with anyone who's better than you, it raises the level of your game. So it's kind of, I have that with Bill. When you do a Mamet play, he expects the best of you, and he usually gets it.
What a great compliment for your husband, though. That's really
And you
true.
still get the butterflies?
Oh my gosh, yes. Rebecca and I literally hold hands before we go out and go, I'll see you on the other side, let's jump.
It's funny, we do the same thing here.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Every morning, same thing. Flicka,
Yes.
you have your website
Yes.
called?
Have you ever called me Flicka before?
No.
My website is called What the Flicka.
Yes.
whattheflicka.com, and I started it. We're in its third year. We had our third year birthday party in March, and it's a website for women to come and share and laugh and learn and hang out and be honest.
Like a typical.
Because that's what I needed
Yeah.
when my kids were small. I needed something other than the conversation of like, isn't it the best thing ever? And I went, where are the moms that
Yeah.
it's hard for?
Yeah.
I want to hang out with them.
Is it just me? Everybody else is incredibly happy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right.
Like a typical advice would be.
Well, a typical advice, for example, in May, Mother's Day, we are celebrating the imperfect mother, and that's kind of where we're
Isn't
at.
that pretty much every mother?
Well, yes,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it's too bad that we have to actually put the nomenclature of imperfect mother to fight the perfect,
perfect.
mother. I mean, people don't say, "Oh, the perfect father," do they? So that's what we're kind of
It's
about.
not fair.
Father gets credit for anything. You know. The Anarchist at the Theater Asylum on Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood through May 23rd. Ticket info at myfoxla.com. Thank you, Felicity.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Flix. Thank you for coming in.
So nice.